the second lesson, Medieval India and the Political Transition. Okay, and you all have studied that what is history. You know that history is a study of human past. Okay, and it is also, to make the study easier, it has been divided into three parts, that is ancient history, medieval history and the modern history. Okay, and ancient history, as you all know, it starts from the time the human being has started to write until the end of the death of the Harshavardhana, that is in the year 647. And the medieval period starts from the death of Harshavardhana to 1700. That is when the Mughal Empire began to decline and the British power started coming to, that means started establishing their power in India. And further, the medieval period is been divided into two divisions, that is early medieval period and the later medieval period. Early medieval period, that is from 647 to 1200, and later medieval period, that is from 1200 to 1700. And the modern history stretches from 1700 onwards. The medieval period of India saw far-reaching changes in all the fields: political, economic, cultural and social. Okay, and in India, after the death of Harshavardhana, it seems that the many small kingdoms have emerged. Okay, and these kingdoms were engaged in the frequent battle with one another in order to establish their supremacy over others. And it was said that it was during this time, taking advantages of the political instability and a lack of unity among the Indian rulers, many tribes from the Central Asia started coming to India. Okay, and thus they went on to establish their mighty power in India. Okay, the medieval period of Indian history of today is been seen that by invasion of, by the coming of the Turkish, Persians and Mongolian dynasty that ruled India from 11th to 18th century. Okay, and there were many warriors and chieftains also who came to power under the rule of the kings. And later years it has been said that these warriors and the chieftains grew more powerful than the kings and they became an independent rulers. And in course of time, northern and the southern part of India were occupied by the Rajputs. Now let us know about the origin of the Rajputs. Scholars differ about the origin of Rajputs. Some claim that they are the descendant of Surya Vamsha, and others they say that they are from the Chandra Vamsha. Okay, and some other traces that they have origin from the sacrificial fire, and they themselves call it as the Agnikula Rajputs. And they say that there were around 36 Rajput clan, and they ruled most of the northern and the western part of India. And noted Rajput dynasties of India are Gurjara Pratiharas, Paramaras, Solankis, Chandelas, Chauhans and Garhwalas. And their contribution of the Rajputs in the field of politics and culture was so immense, that is during 8th to 12th century, and it is called as a Rajput period. So understood, the contribution of the Rajputs in the field of politics and culture was so immense that this particular period, that is 8th to 12th century, is known as a Rajput period. Now let us know about the dynasties of Rajputs one by one. Now let us know one by one about the dynasties of Rajputs. Firstly, we will do Gurjara Pratiharas, and these Gurjara Pratiharas ruled Avanti and part of southern Rajasthan. Okay, that is from the beginning of 8th century under the king Nagapata. Many historians claim that these Gurjara Pratiharas came to India from Central Asia at the end of the 5th century, and they established their power in Punjab. And during the period of 7th century, the Huan Sang, who visited during this period, that is when he visited North India in the 7th century, this Gurjara Pratiharas claimed to be considered as one of the most powerful ruler of the Rajput clan. Okay, Nagabhatta, as I told, Nagabhatta was the founder of this dynasty, and during his period, they say that he has to face continuous resistance from the Arabs. Okay, and he was succeeded by Nagabhatta II. Okay, he captured Kannauj, the imperial city of Harshavardhana, and he made this as his capital.